Good afternoon and welcome back. So, yesterday I started rebuilding the brewery and I'm done with the first two floors of the inside here. For some reason this didn't. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, I need to change something here. I reworked the brewery, and if we go in, I can show you around a bit. Here we have the common room, and what I added to this is the stairs up and the balcony around. We can go all the way around here, and then some rooms inside. One big room here, and those will be areas where you can sleep, rooms you can rent and stuff like that. And I also found out that I can use the same system I'm using for the upper floors to create downstairs areas as well. And I started building this downstairs area here. Which I need to continue working on today. Because at some point I want to change the storage area here, which is used for a quest. And I need to change those buttons. Because this is part of the main quest here and it's supposed to be hidden. And problem is I need to figure out how to kind of create those hidden doors when I'm retexturing all this stuff. Because I don't have secret doors in my models, so I might need to create those. So that's what I'm doing at the moment and what I'm continued doing here. And I noticed something here. In most cases the roof pieces are only there if we have a floor or ceiling element under them. And that's why we have this hole in here. So let's select this and fix that error. So where are my roof pieces? Set roof pieces. And looks like I just need to remove this here. but yeah, okay. I think that's fine. Because only if it's not empty, then it will build the roof pieces for us. So we basically can... Oh no, we don't need to remove that, but... Let's see... Okay, now we have the roof piece there. Which will cause a few problems in here, but... I don't have interior parts for the roofs yet. I still need to create those. But the thing is, I can have all these extra grid spaces here, and as you look down here, I kind of relocated them to build the downstairs areas. If we go here, I'm using 216 to 200, I think 31 or so, 33 for my basement areas, because I can just change the coordinates and then can use them there. So let's see, we have 223. Let's go to that spot. And let's change this to shed. And I need to add walls to this here as well. So interior data, it's just outside corner, and now I need to get the orientation right. I think it's east, no, north, nope. Okay, now this is correct. And all these other walls here are built from another resource pack, and I want to kind of remove those and use only the walls I created and the textures I bought for those. Okay, so interior data, corridor, but I need to set this to the right coordinates. It's floor number -2, and this is, if I look at this one, 16.8. So this will be either 15.8 or see, this is 16.8, so it will be 15.8 for this one. Now I need to change the orientation here. And we have our corridor walls. And for this, I can also... no, I don't want to add a ceiling here. At least not stone ceiling like this. I want it to be stone. Wood ceiling here. Because that's the standard ceiling element I have. Which works for upstairs areas, interior, stuff like that, but it doesn't really work on dungeon corridors. So I need to figure out a better way to do that. Probably by adding a few floor pieces on top of those. Let's do that with this. Let's change this to 16.8 and remove the floor, but set some walls here. Yeah, that's good. Just change the ceiling type, that would also work. I think that's something I wanted to do for those anyway. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change the ceiling type, or add to the ceiling type, so that we can create stone ceilings with that system. And that's roof type. No. do we use there? Ceiling type. Okay, it's floor type here. Okay, so let's add. And this would be stone. Oh, and I want to have something else here. Let's call it stone. Let's see. Yeah, let's call it stone hole. But I still need to create a few meshes for those. And let's see. While I'm at it, now let's I need to delete that again because I don't think it's the right spot for that. I also need to maybe create different list for that. Because the thing is, I have let's change this to unlit. Up here I have those small rooms, but if I go in here I have those kind of holes or sunken in areas that I use kind of as representation for toilets, and I don't have a newer mesh for those, but I would either need to change the UVs for those, or let's see, select one of those. What is that? It's floor hole. Open that up and select this one. Let's see if we can change that. It still looks okay. Not really. Doesn't look that good. So I might need to change the UVs for those. But I think for the moment I can just use them the way they are here. So let's see. Let's this one, select that. Let's duplicate duplicate. Okay. Let's save this and compile this. And now I need to add another floor type here. So that this works properly. Okay, I need to look in here, set basement mesh. Stairs. Corner, and here we have the floors. And I need this. Just select. Yeah. Set this there and this here. Okay. And then we need go in here. Change the data there. And there we go. Select this one. Okay. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah, but like I said, I need to recreate this anyway, so this is kind of floating. Yeah, let's put one here as well. Okay. And then we can change this to 24. To 3-wall setup to get this wall here. And let's see, to change this to shed so that we have stones all over the place. And then the next one would be this. And we can give this a ceiling. Change that to stone. Which didn't change anything because I haven't set it up properly yet. Okay. Let's see, set interior walls. Set interior floors. Here we go. Okay, I will change this here slightly. Do a switch, but a select. Let's put that there. Delete this one. And this. Awesome. Okay. There's some problem here with my corner piece there, I think. Let's go there. I think the collision here is not working properly or causing problems for us. Okay, much better now. Okay. Now I can take this piece and put it here. All those pieces that I used as ceiling here, I can reuse otherwise. Okay. Select this one. Let's put this to that floor. And 7. Nope. 14. And this is interior data, 3 walls. I just need to find the right orientation for this. I think it's west. Yep, west looks okay. Let's put it over here. Okay. Okay, the next one should be this 13. Okay, and set this to shed. Give it a ceiling. Stone. Though I need to look for kind of vaulted ceilings that look a bit better. But let's set this to, I think, east. And 1 wall. And change that to a door. Okay. This has a ceiling. this side. And this would be 6. Okay, that's in the right spot. Okay. This one would be -2, 12, 13, and 6, and 5. So -2, 13, and 5. Yeah. Yep. And this should be an outside corner. Yeah. Okay. So the next one would be -2, 12, 5. There we go. Okay, now I need to look for the next free piece that I can use down here. Okay, this is the next 5 or 6 at least. It's good. Okay, this would be outside corner. Yeah. So this also needs to be Chat. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look at that. Not sure if we can get through here. Nope. Okay, this is set to chat. And this would be west, I think. And one wall. Yeah. Now I need to check if we can use that number. Yeah, we can use up to 244, and then 247 after that. So this is from a configuration standpoint a bit easier. This would be there, and only as a ceiling. No walls needed. Hello, how are you? The moment I'm kind of rebuilding one of my houses that I constructed with instant static meshes with my kind of data-driven procedure-generated system. That's what I'm doing at the moment. Kind of rebuilding that so that at some point I might be able to change it. So that this is all one style all over the place, because before that it was a bit not really procedural levels, but procedurally generated from a fixed data set. So it's all fixed data, but I'm not setting the meshes myself. I'm setting the data. For instance, it's grid-based system, and I'm setting the coordinates at the moment. So this would be 6. No, it's here. So I moved the empty grid position from up here down here where I actually need that element, so I can build my basement. It's a bit tedious and slow creation method, but I have a lot of control over it. It would be nicer if I could kind of set boundaries of rooms and they would be created that way, but then I would have less control over each element. This way I have to set each element on my own, but have full control over it. Okay, that was not correct. Where's that element? Okay, what was this? Is 6 and 6. So this should be 6. And no, this should be 7. And this should be 6. Yeah, now it's in the correct spot. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of tedious. Not really interesting to watch, to be honest. Sorry about that. But if you have other questions about the game, I'm happy to answer those. No problem. No problem at all. The game is an exploration adventure game. Kind of a mixture between old school adventure game and an open world where you can climb every mountain and reach every area in the game. But we have a quest log, which the main quest is not set here. There's a journal for when I'm finding specific locations in the world. So if I run down here again. And walk here, then this symbol is there, and now I found a new location in the world. Get a journal entry for that. And if we had a quest, find that location, this would be checked now. Also have an inventory system, but nothing in it at the moment. Let me show you the game from the start, so you can see the main quest and stuff like that. Default player start and go. Yeah, the in editor I had this set to unlit. And here we can pick up items. And we can talk to this guy. Can also make this a bit bigger. I'm not a zombie. It's an elf. And you have a kind of branching dialogue system. Not many options here, but I could say I have no magic, or I can say I'm a mighty wizard, and I would get an appropriate answer to that. There's an explanation for that in the world, but you need to find it. It's not obvious from the start. And now I have this main quest here. I was hired to find a recipe, and I need to find the brewery and stuff like that. Yeah, story is in here already. This is the first journal entry that you get. Gives you a bit of background to your character, who you are slightly, and this first room I need to create at some point. It's supposed to be some kind of tutorial room. And then every important person you see or you talk to, you get an entry, and then every location you find. No, I didn't create the font. I think it came with the UI package I'm using, the UI graphics. I recently added background music for different locations. And this house here I still need to recreate. Because it's a mixture between assets I created, these walls, and ones I bought. And the innkeeper here can give us another quest if we want to. We can get 100 coins if we get him some beer. And if I look here, I have another quest now. I need to take a short break. Be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, they ran out of beer. And now we have 2 quests that say we need to get to the brewery. So it's kind of urgent. But there's nothing really time consuming or time dependent. So you can take your time, can pick up all the stuff on the way. Why is he down? Oh, because the floor's not there. For instance, we can pick up those books. And some swords. Even though there's no fighting in the game, but I just threw in a few assets just to fill out the inventory a bit. Okay, there's something wrong with the construction of this house. I need to fix that. So that the floors are back there. But if I go into my inventory, I have that strange crystal I picked up, which will let me teleport around the world. Then I have some coins, copper coins, and a book. For some reason it doesn't load the high-res textures, so not sure why, but we can read the book. It's just a placeholder text. And here's the sword. Kind of look at it, it doesn't have any real function, it's just to look nice. Bit of information about that, and then I mean, we could equip the sword. Now we are running around with a sword. I can change the camera mode to third person. Now we can just run around with a sword in our hand. And annoy villagers. Because we are blocking their passing. Is what Elven? The sword? Or the book? Or the text in the book? The text in the book was Latin. Or kind of Latin. It's It's a standard placeholder text for graphics design and UI design and stuff like that. So it's just a long text with basically gibberish. Nothing really in here, but it kind of looks Latin. And it's a longer text, so you can test multi-paged stories and stuff like that. And that's one thing I want to use for the world and background story and stuff like that, so that you can read more about creatures in the world and people and stuff like that. But all that is not in here yet. My focus at the moment is so that you can run through and play through the main story. Steinheimer Brewery, that's where we want to go. Let's unequip that sword. And there are a few strange things in this world. For instance, this lake here doesn't look really like water. And if we look at this, there's a count what happened here, and here's a bit of information what happened to the lake and why it's looking that way. Thank you. And there should be some fish in here as well. Not sure where they are at the moment, but should be around here somewhere. There they are. Okay, these two are not really moving. Where are the other fish? Ah, here they are. At the moment I have only one type of fish here. For some reason my feeding algorithm doesn't seem to work correctly. So it's one big fish that hunts the smaller fish, and the small fish eat some shrubs underwater. Some simple vegetation that's there. And the trees around the lake are a bit twisted and discolored because that's not water. And every time I'm in some kind of dark area. I don't get rays of the sun. I have a flashlight that turns on automatically. And these street lamps here have a kind of schedule where they turn off in the morning and turn on at night. Now I have street lamps that I can follow around the forest. Okay, this encounter here is broken. That's the wrong dialogue for this guy, so let's ignore that. Need to fix that. A lot of areas where I need to fix stuff and add content. Okay, and here we are in an ambush. Maybe we don't really see who's ambushing us, but apparently there are a lot of arrows aimed at us. So let's try to talk like civilized people. 21 people in the trees around me. Ooh. Oh. Put your gold or your money into that chest. But I don't have any money. Probably. Okay, and we can talk our way out of it. So, because he doesn't know that we have copper coins on us. So we have money. But we told him we don't have any. I did, yep. Not quite sure why the music is gone. It's probably not looping correctly. And here we are at the brewery. Steinheimer Brewery. And here we get a reminder for the quest that we are on. And if I look into my quest log, we located Steinheimer Brewery, and here we got to the brewery for that quest. And here we can talk to that guy. And since we are on a quest, we get this dialogue option here. He gave us a key. Since I was testing a lot of stuff around here, this door here is usually locked, but at the moment it's not. But we can have a look around here. What's this? Oh. Looks like toilets. Yep, toilets. Yeah, but we want to go to the basement and get some beer. Ew, fish. Peppers. Some kind of storage room. Almost empty kitchen. More peppers and fish. Doesn't look like a real nice variety on food stocks here. Yeah, and here we are in the area I'm working on at the moment. This is supposed to be a brewery room with copper brewery vats and boilers and stuff like that. And here we have an ale barrel. But there's supposed to be more stuff in here as well. Okay, we have this quest. We just need to return to the innkeeper. For this one we still need to find the recipe. But there's a slightly visible button here, and ooh, it opened a secret door. Okay. Unfinished cave. And another button. Ooh. Empty secret room, but here we have the recipe. Yay! Found that. But I don't want to walk all the way back to town, so let's use our teleport stone and teleport to town. And since it's night, all the villagers are at home, not running around anymore. And since we have the barrel of beer, we have a different dialogue option here for him. And we can demand more money for the barrel. Or we can be nice and just give it to him. So let's do that. Let's be nice. And he gave us a bit of extra, so if I check my inventory, the barrel I had in here earlier isn't in here anymore, but I have 152 copper coins now. Awesome. So this quest is done, but we still need to find a way out, which is a slight problem at the moment because there's supposed to be an airship landing platform on top of this house. I need to add a sign here. And we should be able to talk to this guy about that. So, do we have an airship? Oh. That's not good. Let's find out where it would come from. From the west. Wait, smoke? I don't see any smoke. But west is this way, so let's walk in that direction. Some of them, these here and the walls I bought. But these houses here I created myself. I didn't create any of the textures though, but I created the houses. The lamps were created by a viewer at some point, and the characters are Mixamo or Adobe Fuse. And the grass and trees are assets that I bought as well. So it's a mixture between bought assets and stuff that I made myself. But that's common practice. You buy assets that speed up your development. And yeah, notice that my beacon particle, this one, doesn't work correctly again. Damn it. Crashed airship. Captain is repairing it as they approach it. Okay. Yeah, this big box here is a placeholder for an airship. And here we have the airship captain that we can talk to. I started this project in Unity February last year, and in October I switched over to Unreal because there were too many assets that I needed to buy for functionality that I get for free in Unreal. So, and I like the blueprints and material editor that Unreal has more than the shader stuff I can use in Unity. Okay, I need to return to the city. Can you help me? Magical barrier. Okay, we can help him repair the ship. Let's do that. Okay. And now I have some placeholder assets for broken gears. And we can teleport back to town and find the smith. Yep, that looks like the smith would be in there. Hello. Okay. Okay, so this takes a few hours, and while this is happening, I have time. So I took them to the local smith, and now I need to wait for them to be repaired. And I can use that time to walk around town or go exploring outside, whatever I want to. Okay, I need to fix this area here as well. I think it's oh, your English is fine. It's in the title, and it's day 261 that I've worked on this project. And per day it's about 4 to 8 hours or so. Oh, the sun is back up. Nice. Yeah, since we have a bit of time in here, let's buy this book. That's kind of my shop system, that you can pick up an item and then you get, if someone owns that and is selling it, you get this merchant dialogue here. And this cost me 1 copper coin, so I can buy that. If I check in my inventory, I lost 1 copper coin, but I gained 1 book, even though it's the same test book as all the other ones. Nothing different with this one. Same placeholder text. But I can buy items this way, that's nice. So let's fix the icon here. Where is it? Ah, damn it. Yeah, there's an issue with when I'm buying stuff, it's removed before it's cancelling out the overlay icon. But let's go a bit more exploring around here. Okay, what do we have here? An old mine entrance. Okay. Here we have empty storage shed or something. And here we have mine entrance that's going under the world and into a mine at some point. Only blueprints. At the moment, only blueprints. But I might convert some of those into C++ and optimize them a bit at some point. But so far, it's only blueprints. Okay. We have a broken bridge here. Mighty walls, big gate, troll cave. Okay, what's this? And who's that guy? He looks strange. It's a troll guard. Interesting. So... right. Library of the Trolls. Interesting. So... yeah, definitely. You're a troll. Some growth and pigmentation problems. So, okay, didn't work on him. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm not a troll, but I'm on a very important mission. Even though we have that recipe already. Ooh. It's an old chest on top of the dragon's spine that will have the object you desire most. Interesting. Let's do that. Let's find that chest. Yeah, this reminds me I need to add some kind of information about the world in here so that you know that this is the Dragon Spire. No, there will be no fighting. It's a peaceful exploration adventure game. I might add some kind of potion or magic system at some point that will help you in dialogues, but no fighting system. Even though I can equip the sword or other weapons, and it will have changes to specific dialogues. Something I was thinking about is if you're running around with a weapon in town and you talk to a guard, then they will tell you to put that weapon away. Or if I'm encountering the ambush, it would be different and stuff like that. But no real fighting system. Or the only way I would implement a fighting system would be kind of insult fighting system like Monkey Island did it, which would also be dialogue based. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. Okay, see something over here. Oh yeah, it's a chest. Oh, but it's empty. Okay. Yep. Let's go back to the troll and complain about it. Okay. So he won't let us in, no matter what we do. Let's see. Okay, the smith should be done with the repairs by now. Okay. Let's teleport to the airship crash site. Yep, they are repaired. And if we talk to him again, the airship is fixed. And I can take you to the bigger city if you want. Yay! And game's done. That's all I have at the moment, but it's at least one quest that you can completely go through and finish, and kind of finish the game. And 2 side quests, even though one of them you need to get into the basement. Yeah. So, where was I? I was using those. And the next one would be 247. So this was -2. Let's see. And the main goal is find the recipe and bring it back. It's basically a fetch quest. Go there, bring the recipe back. And on the side, you have another fetch quest. Bring me a barrel of beer. And then the troll quest, basically. But there will be other stuff in the world that I will add to it, and background story to the valley, the people that live there, and stuff like that. So, but at the moment, I'm focused on finishing the story and making sure that it makes sense to find the buttons, click the buttons, and kind of open up the secret areas downstairs. But for that, I want to recreate the complete brewery again with my assets and not the bought assets. These here. Fortunately, the system I created is a bit tedious to use and a bit clunky sometimes. So let's see. What's this one here? 7-6, 8-6, 9-6. So this would be 10, 6. It's a data-driven, somewhat procedurally generated building system that I created. With a 3D grid, 3-dimensional floors, and then X and Y coordinates. And the main goal for the end goal for the game is to have an interesting and also kind of funny world that you can explore and walk around in, and then do the story quests. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of data and assets that I need to put into that, but the focus at the moment, like I said, is main quest and get that done so it's logical and playable. So how many do I have here? 51 and then 52. Yeah, for the for houses and for dungeon areas, basically. But I'm not a good programmer, so there might be better ways to do that. But that's the way I've implemented, and it works for me. But it's nothing that I would say I could publish and someone would be interested in because it's really tedious to work with. But I have a lot of data here that I can change a lot of different aspects of this. So which one was it? That's 63. Yeah. And I'm taking all the kind of unused empty areas in my initial grid and kind of reuse them for the basement. And then later for other areas on top here. There are, to be honest, there are better ways to create houses built into Unreal, but for some reason I wanted to have data-driven system and created all that data at some point and stuff like that. But it's, to be honest, it's easier to build kind of this way. If I go here and just, there's a plugin that's quite cheap that you can get. It's this here, and if I press Alt, I can copy over the wall here, or I can kind of add a few duplicates. So if I want to have 4 duplicates, and in 250, I can create walls this way a lot faster and easier, but it's not the system I wanted to use for my houses, because I use a lot of data-driven design for dialogue and other aspects of the game, and I thought it would be fun to also use it for my houses, but it's not really fun. It's kind of a tedious system, especially if you have big houses that have a lot of floors. It's easy for something like this, or even this, but gets really time consuming and complex with build like that. But if I want to, I can just click on this and see, okay, I do want a different roof color, and then just, come on. Why is it not doing anything? Please don't crash. Please be nice. Yeah, and here's, well, it's doing autosave. This is the blueprint with a lot of different functions for creating those houses. And what this is doing is basically going through a for each loop of my house data, and then creates basement, exterior walls, interior walls, pillars, roofs, sets those numbers and stuff like that. And here I'm taking parts of the data that I need and then go through each step. This is setting the floor pieces, corner pieces if have their needed walls and stairs. And I create a lot of different helper functions for that. Yeah. There are better ways to create procedural houses. Oh, now it changed the roof color here. Should be able to just set it. For some reason it's quite slow at the moment, but I can set a completely different roof color here and then it will change to that. If I set this to lit again, then we have our roofs here. Kind of a yellow golden look for the roof. Oh, I did this as well. If I go back to town over here, I have those houses. These here are not whole houses, but each floor is just one piece created in Blender. And this house over here, I did the same. Each of these floors is one piece. The roof is one piece. And the interior is also one piece here. Same over here. It works better if I'm if I do not want to have pillars between them, because I had a few problems with modular design on some of my houses, some shadow problems and stuff like that, so I wanted to change that. And I didn't want to have all those pillars, but kind of went back to the pillars and I think it's okay. There are a few minor issues that I need to look for and fix, but it's still okay. But all the modular pieces I created in Blender as well. Kind of basis of these pieces here. Don't think I have any of those here anymore. No, most of them in here are mine. No, these are the original pieces. This piece here. Down in. Kind of on basis of these, I kind of created my own walls. No, they are just this is just a simple box. If I look at the collision, it's really just a box. And it's house pieces here. And those are the pieces I created. I wanted to have a bit of variation in here and different textures. But in the end, it's based on this one. Now let's open up Blender and have a look at that. Let's see. It's one of the houses. The other one. But I still need to go through all the pieces and fix a few things. Here we have the foundation. And I'm just working with simple material names and then use the materials in Unreal. This is kind of material package I bought that has kind of stylized materials. And then I'm using this data here and place all that stuff. Okay, which one? Okay, it's 275. Wait. Okay, I need to. It's 9-7, so that would be 8-7. Okay. Okay, and here we want to have this as a shed, which would be the stone on both sides, on top and bottom, and then interior data, that would be one wall, and I'm not sure if it's north. No, it's not north. So that would be west. No. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So that was west. And also one more. But the wall type is door. Okay. Okay. I just noticed something that's... Have a nice day too. But I just noticed one mistake, I would say, I did with this thing. Because it would load the whole house in one go, and if I had the interior and exterior in different assets, then I could just load the outside at a specific distance, and then if I'm close to it, load the inside in. But to change that now would be kind of redoing all the stuff I'm doing here at the moment, and I don't want to do that. But it's a good thing to keep in mind to separate interior and exterior if you are able to go into houses. If it's just the outside, then it doesn't matter. It's just important if you can look into the house and have some kind of shader there, or it's just closed off completely. The furniture and stuff is separate, so this will only be loaded in when we actually go into the house, or if we are just near the house. So we need to add some kind of trigger around the house and then load in that part. But all the walls are just in one, not even optimized fashion at the moment. Still need to combine them into one mesh and optimize that. Give it LODs and stuff. It's a complete mess at the moment. Lots of stuff to do. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the tip. And yeah, have fun. I might take a break in a few moments myself, so, and get something to eat. Then be back later. I think I will finish the room and then take a break. next one would be -2, 13, 9, I think. Yeah, there we go. And this one gets the ceiling, stone, and this is interior data east, and one wall. Set this to shed. Okay. Okay. Let's check which the next one is. Oh. I have more I can use here. Let's go with okay. This is chaos. This would be 4, 9, I think. Yeah. This has a ceiling. This is east. No, west. One. Yeah. Okay, what's the next one? Be this one over here. Yeah, I forgot those, so it's an absolute chaos. But luckily I have the numbers and can then jump to the right spot in my list here. Okay. So what's the next one? I think it's 349. Yeah. 358 and then 361. Okay, the next one, next free block here is 73, 370 and then 73. This is '82 and '85. It's 10. Okay. It's just 8 and 9, and then next one would be 18, 19. Okay. So it's 21 to 24. Okay. Yeah. Enough space here. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's all for this part. Okay, I think I'm stopping around here. I might do a bit more of this during my break, so you don't have to watch everything. And then I will do something different later. I will be back in, not sure, maybe an hour or maybe an hour and a half, and continue on this, but I need to take a break and eat something and do a bit of other stuff. So, see you then. Bye bye.